You know what would be better than watching this commercial? Watching your commercial. Join the party that is Make Your Day Richer TV by advertising your brand, business, or project during the show. Use us to promote what you're doing to make our viewers' day richer. Scan the QR code or visit makeyourdayricher.com/advertising to start promoting today.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Oh, welcome everyone to Make Your Day Richer. I hope you're having a great day. I just realized it's Thursday. I usually try to throw up a throwback Thursday, but let me tell you, these weeks fly by. Like, I don't understand. It'll be 2025 before you know it, and we've got some big things planned in 2025. So get ready right here on this program, okay? Hey, we're at 87,000 views and downloads of this show. Every day, it amazes me. But I suppose we have great guests, and who wouldn't want to watch these people who come on this show to talk about all the amazing things they're doing. So thank you to everyone who comes on the show as a guest and everybody who watches. I appreciate it so much. The goal is to get to 100,000 by January 1st. So if you're watching right now, now's the time to hit share or like or send it to someone. Do something to add another view, would you? Thanks. Question. How do you know if you've broken a toe? This is not a riddle. This is a question asking for a friend who may have slammed his baby toe on his left foot into a coffee table last night. And it's not like it's the first time he has done it. I actually have, which if we had a camera operator, hopefully one day we will, I have a scar right here above my eye from when I was a little kid, and I fell into the corner of a coffee table. I don't remember it, but that's the story that's been told to me. I went to go turn off a Christmas light last night, ran right into the coffee table, tripped, and so didn't really think anything of it, right? Just thought, oh, that hurt. And today it still hurts. So what does that mean? Did I break it? Did I just bruise it? It isn't, I don't think it's really swollen. I can move it. It's just there's just a throbbing thing happening, but not even when I touch it or remove it. Just kind of constant. What does that mean? And you can't do anything for a broken toe, right? Someone tell me, please. Whatever. Hopefully it'll be fixed by Sunday when I get to be part of the Waxhaw Christmas parade. If you're in the area of Waxhaw, North Carolina, head on over to the Christmas parade Sunday at 3 o'clock, 3 to 5. Me, some other friends, Santa, and a bunch of local celebrities and people on floats. It's going to be a really, really fun day. Dress warm. Come early because parking's going to be awful. But it should be a really, really fun parade. So come over on Sunday if you're in the area. All right. What else? I don't know if you know, but here at Make Your Day Richer, we have the ultimate gift guide at makeyourdayricher.com/shop. And it's literally a bunch of stuff that I love. I use all the time. I've given as gifts that people love. I've received as gifts that I love. And this is one of them. It's the Nintendo Switch. Now, I didn't really grow up playing video games. We had them. We had the original Nintendo. I remember we actually got it for Christmas one year. And we had a playroom. There was a room that was added on. I'm making this sound like I grew up with a ton of money, and I didn't. But there was a room in our house that was all our toys. And I remember walking in there, and there was an entertainment center set up and a TV that I think was given to us by my grandparents. So it was used stuff that we got for Christmas. And a Nintendo. And it was back in the day, like I was a Duck Hunt person. I would do like original Mario Brothers where you just like ran and jumped and ran and jumped. And then remember, those of a certain age will remember that like pad. I forgot what it's called, like a power pad or something, where there were like certain games that you'd run and you'd jump. Do you remember that? What is that called? That's what I would do. I wasn't into like Mortal Kombat. I didn't do all that stuff. But anyway, I love this thing. And I play Uno on here. And you can play with other people around the world or other people that you know that have a Switch. I play Wheel of Fortune, of course, my favorite game of all time. And then I'm forced to play some farm game where you have a farm, which maybe I don't like it because I grew up with people surrounded by farms and it's too real. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is great. It's compact. It's great for cars, great for plane rides, and I love it. And of course, I love the color too. And you can get it on my gift guide. Again, makeyourdayricher.com/shop. So if you're looking for fun stuff, literally from that to coffee to my vacuum that I love, there's all kinds of stuff. And we're adding more stuff all the time. And I say we continue to add because it's me. And when I have time, I put more stuff on there. So check back often, would you? Okay, good. That might be it. There's a new episode of the Autoimmune Campfire podcast that I help produce. My friends Nona and Helen, they are the hosts. They are two amazing women who have a podcast that comes out every week. And I am lucky enough to work with them. And so it's available wherever you get your podcasts. It's on YouTube. They have a Substack, and it's called the Autoimmune Campfire. Here is a clip of this week's episode.
One of the things I noticed was I was diagnosed right before the pandemic, and I went downhill very, very fast. And I would say that a lot of friendships fell away. And I wouldn't say it was just that I had poor friendships before. I think that when your children in high school, you were very much friendly with their friends' parents, and there's sort of like a social thing there. And I also really didn't do very well at asking for help or really including people in the story of what was happening. I just sort of went quiet and dropped off the map. It was like I was totally in survival mode. And so then the pandemic hit. So all of a sudden, there are fewer people in the world, in my world. And then as the pandemic started to lift, luckily, I had my husband and 2 children home. But so I felt like there's some really rich connections there. And all my friends in the UK, I would still be talking to them on Zoom or, FaceTime or whatever.
Such a great podcast. It's called the Autoimmune Campfire. So go check that out, would you? We're giving away a ticket to A Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol opens, the Waxhaw Community Theatre opens tomorrow night. I will be there. I have tickets. And Gregory Watson, our guest today, will also be there because he is in it. So we're going to learn all about that today. But if you want a free ticket, I have a ticket to give away. So throw a comment out here that you want it. You have until tomorrow to do that. If you're listening on a podcast platform, I think you can still comment on some of them. Run over to YouTube, our Instagram page, our Facebook page, and put a comment on there if you'd like the chance to win a ticket to go see this show tomorrow night. It is A Christmas Carol. It's December. I always say Santa threw up in my house, and I love it all month long. So I'm excited for tomorrow night to go see the play. I'll tell you all about it on Monday. I'm sure it's fantastic. And Gregory is here to talk about it. And it's really cool. We're going to talk about it, but it's like an old school radio play, like back in the day when you would listen to shows on the radio. So there you go. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with Gregory Watson from A Christmas Carol right after this. Don't go away.
Tired of harsh chemicals in your home? Let's change that. At EcoGlow Cleaning, we bring eco-friendly expertise right to your doorstep. We will make your day richer by bringing a glow to your home or office. For over 20 years, EcoGlow Cleaning has been the trusted choice for professional cleaning services in the Charlotte area. From deep cleaning to regular maintenance, EcoGlow Cleaning offers a wide range of services. All services are tailored to your needs and schedule. Our eco-friendly products ensure a healthy and safe environment for you and your family, including your pets. For a free quote, visit our website at www.ecoglowcleaning.com or give us a call at 704-777-9768. EcoGlow Cleaning is a proud sponsor of Make Your Day Richer TV.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, we're back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Gregory Watson, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a great honor.
You are you tired? Are you tired from rehearsals? Because you open tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Waxhaw Community Theatre. Are you ready?
Oh, we're ready. You know, this is one of those stories that keeps you pumping. We've got a great cast. We have a lot of fun. And it's really a great adaptation of the story we've known for forever.
Yeah. I want to talk about kind of the specifics of what this show is going to be like, because it's different than like a show you're going to go see kind of everywhere else. But also, if you're from a certain age, it'll be very nostalgic.
Yeah, that's the beauty with this. It takes us back to the 40s where, everybody's at home gathering around the radios as a family on Saturday nights listening to the radio shows being streamed, because that's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this as a radio show. So we have 7 performers, 4 or 5 main characters, and we're all different characters throughout this entire show, different accents, different voices, and we have a live studio audience, and that's, who our audience is this time. But taking it back then, they would have been the ones in the studio providing the laughs, providing the crying if it's that kind of a show. We might have a little bit of that happening, but, and it's so much fun to blend these two back together and bring back something that we really haven't seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I love that. First of all, the Waxhaw Community Theatre is relatively new, but you've done a live radio show last Christmas too, right?
Yeah, last Christmas they did It's a Wonderful Life as the radio show.
So those that went last year will get the kind of theme of how that works, because it's not like a regular show where there are big set pieces and you're moving around, right? Like, are you all kind of stationary?
So no, we are moving around. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, the microphones themselves are in stationary positions, but as we have a lot of characters to cover. We're going to be moving around doing different pieces, different physicalities, different costumes, different accents, all sorts of fun stuff. And sometimes we're interacting with different characters. So we do actually move around quite a bit on the stage.
That's awesome. I have my tickets.
Good.
For opening night, because I love opening night in theater, because I love opening night and closing night, because everyone's energy is high. There's also all the little nerves from opening night that sometimes you get a little screw up that is funny to you.
Yeah.
How long have you been rehearsing this?
So we've been rehearsing now since pretty much Halloween.
Wow.
So we've been, we're coming up on 6 weeks of running wide open. So it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
And you're kind of from the improv world.
Yeah, I'm from the
improv world. You are from the improv world.
Yeah, I did improv for over 10 years in Myrtle Beach with part of the Carolina Improv Company. And so this is a lot of fun for me because so much of improv is bold characters, changing characters on the fly. And it's one of the reasons that I really enjoy this is it gives you an opportunity to showcase a lot of different characters, where a lot of times in a show, you're one character for the whole show.
Yeah.
And that's great. You get that opportunity, but sometimes it's fun to spin it around and catch the audience in something that they're not expecting.
What are some things that maybe don't give it away, but like some things that might be a surprise to people?
We have some great accents. I'll say that. But I think there's also just simply the misconception of what a radio show is. Especially back then, you never really saw still pictures. And even when it started going to video and a lot of the actors started going into the motion pictures, this was still happening when motion pictures were really coming into its infancy and then into the golden years. But I think understanding really what's involved, all the sound, all the movements, all the different character changes, all the different things. So it's really going to be exciting.
That's so fun. You have not been in the area that long, right?
No,
You
no.
moved from Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
How important was it for you when you got here to find a theater community?
It took me a little while. I found theater people, and that was a really good help. And that was towards the tail end of COVID. And then dealing with some family things, I've only really been able to be back truly performing now for over a year, and it's been a life changer for me. I mean, getting to work with people here in Waxhaw and performers in Rock Hill and other performers that I've met from all around the area, it's really given me a better sense of community in our area. And now I know folks in 8 or 10 different theaters, and it's a really great opportunity.
Can you talk a little bit about the theater community in this area? Because I think it's growing. Obviously, Waxhaw Community Theatre just opened not that long ago, and the importance of supporting local theater and being a part of it.
Yeah, it's huge. Here in the Charlotte area, Rock Hill, Waxhaw, everywhere, we have a lot of theater, and it is wonderful. Nowadays there's so much talk of the arts missing, and so it's huge. I mean, it gives us the opportunity to push creativity, to emphasize, choices, diversity, and every checkbox is found in a theater.
Yeah.
You'll do musicals, you'll do dramas, you'll do comedy, and if it's a good show, you're going to do all of it in 2 hours. And so
and maybe twice.
So it's so important to support the theaters and supporting different theaters. It's great to have that local theater where and you're going to trust, but every theater has its own identity. And it's not just the performers, it's the theater in itself.
Yeah.
The theater itself is a performer. So it's really cool to see the identities of what can this theater do? What does this theater be able to be set up for? Wow, this has a huge stage, so you can bring in some of the bigger shows. This has smaller stages, so you get the opportunity to see shows that maybe you've never heard of. Waxhaw's getting ready to do one called Puffs at the end of the season, and a lot of people don't know what that is.
Yeah.
If you don't, look it up because it's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it's and getting involved in theater is huge. One, so many people, they build their self-confidence. They build an identity within theater. For me, theater and improv and all these different things have always been like therapy to me. It gives me an opportunity for 2 hours to shed whatever's going on, all the troubles in the world, and I get to play this character with these people and just have fun. Make the audience laugh, make them cry, whatever the case may be, and just have a great time. And getting involved in theater, there's so much. It's not just being on stage, it's building, it's customer service, it's technology. Nowadays, theater is getting as technically savvy as anything, if not more. I mean, look at some of the big concerts that are going on, which now are basically Broadway shows and tell. Taylor Swift's show is probably one of the biggest theatrical events on the planet right now.
Yeah. And like you said, and it's not just being on stage, it's everything else behind the scenes out there. And even going to see theater it changed my life. It's how I ended up with an amazing job for many years, because I randomly met someone because I had to take myself out to theater because I was in a depressive state. And I was like, I'm going to go laugh, and ended up changing my life.
Yeah. And it is huge. I'm one that suffered with depression. I've suffered with suicide thoughts and things like that. So for me, theater is that outlet. It gives me that opportunity to check back and say, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
And, and having the right people around you, it really gives you an uplifting experience. And having the energy of an audience, there's just, you can't beat it. I mean, it's like when you go and see that blockbuster movie at a theater. Nowadays, yes, we have streaming services for everything, but there is just that difference in the energy you get from an audience, and hopefully the energy we give to an audience. There's nothing like it.
It's so true. Yes. Even if you're in a movie theater and it's silent, the energy that's radiating from people. But when you get into something, especially something kind of interactive like this, it's a completely different level. It's going to be so fun. It's at I want to get all these dates right, at the Western Union Elementary School. December 6th, 7th, 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Yes.
You can get tickets at waxhawcommunitytheater.com. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
I have two more questions, actually.
Yes.
One, what did you want to be when you were a kid, when you grew up?
When I was a kid, it was either a lawyer, a mechanic, or a truck driver. I've been a truck driver. I've dabbled in mechanics. I don't want to be a lawyer, so I ended up in the IT field. And honestly, I just wanted to make people laugh.
Well, you're doing it.
I like it.
Yeah. What do you love most about your life right now?
I'm really enjoying the opportunity to work with people. I like people, and I like the opportunity of making them laugh or just helping folks, whether that's in theater or whether I'm, doing outreach programs for different other things that I do. I just really love helping people. I love making people smile, because for that moment, maybe it's 10 seconds. That 10-second smile can change somebody's life.
Yeah. Well, go see A Christmas Carol, and you'll be smiling after too. So there'll be hours and days of enjoyment. Gregory, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Go see A Christmas Carol. WaxhawCommunityTheatre.com. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Thank you, sir.
Listen, everyone needs a co-conspirator to reimagine their lives and uncover the opportunities in the challenges they face. If you are looking for the place where hope meets possibility and you are ready to create a life of meaning despite the diagnosis, look no further. Helen is a certified professional coach with a background in medical research and an autoimmune diagnosis who brings compassion, empathy, and your best interests to every conversation. Learn more about coaching with Helen at helensampsonmullen.com.
That is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Go see A Christmas Carol tomorrow night with me. Well, I'll be there. I'm not in it. And if you want a ticket, make sure you throw a comment, send me a message, and we'll see who wins and gets to come see it tomorrow night. Don't forget about our gift guide, makeyourdayricher.com/shop. Go shopping, buy yourself something good, your loved one something good. On tomorrow's show, we have Kevin Palmieri, who is here from Next Level University. He's got a great program and a great podcast. I'm very excited to talk to him and introduce you to him tomorrow on an all new show. All right, everyone, go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching the show, and I love you for it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.